बाबा कहते हो यही बच्चे मेरे ताज तुम्ही, नैन के नूर लाडलो मेरी आवाज तुम्ही, मेरी दुनिया में तेरे दम से उजाला है, तुम्हारे साथ का अनुभव बड़ा निराला है।
ओम शांति। ओम शांति। ओम शांति। ओम शांति 3 बार कहने से हमारे बुद्धि में सारे ज्ञान का सार आ गया। एक ओम शांति शिव बाबा, दूसरी ओम शांति ब्रह्मा बाबा, और तीसरी ओम शांति क्या? ड्रामा। ड्रामा भी अवश्य जानने वाला है और प्रैक्टिकल में चलने वाले। तो अभी रिकॉर्ड भी सुना। रिकॉर्ड ने क्या कहा? मेरा बाबा। देखो, आश्चर्य की बात है, तो इतने सारे ब्राह्मण हर एक कहता है मेरा बाबा। ऐसा बाबा कोई देखा सारे कल्प में जिनको लाखों बच्चे कहे मेरा बाबा? और यही विशेषता है कि यही एक बाबा है, क्योंकि भगवान है। तो भगवान तो सबका है, तो हम जानते हैं बाप का रूप को, तो सभी कहते हैं मेरा बाबा मेरा बाबा। तो आप सभी मिलके कहो मेरा बाबा, मीठा बाबा, प्यारा बाबा। बाबा शब्द कहने से ही क्या याद आ जाता है? बाबा द्वारा मिला हुआ वर्षा, बाप माना वर्षा। तो कितना बढ़िया वर्षा मिला है जो कोई बाप दे नहीं सकता। इतना बड़ा वर्षा एक जन्म में 21 जन्म की गारंटी। कोई ऐसा देखा अभी तक जो आपको 21 जन्म की गारंटी दे? कितना भी बड़ा ज्योतिषी हो, एक जन्म का भी पूरा नहीं बताएंगे, लेकिन 21 जन्म की गारंटी ये एक आपका और हमारा बाबा है।
बन की राहों में, बच्चों की निगाहों में, प्यार तेरा पाते संसार तेरा पाते हैं। प्राण प्यारे बाबा अव्यक्त फिर भी बच्चों की निगाहों में प्यार तेरा पाते संसार तेरा पाते हैं मधुबन की राहों में।
Om Shanti. Transform the old sanskars and perform the dance of harmonizing sanskars. Watch the gates of Maya. Just as you keep watch on the gates, in the same way, you also have to watch the gates of Maya so that no devilish sanskars or thoughts enter. Then, no matter what type of soul comes in front of you, he will be liberated from devilish sanskars and waste thoughts. When you do this type of service, revelation will take place. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 30. Transform the old sanskars and perform the dance of harmonizing sanskars. Today's topic: watch the gates of Maya. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Yes, happy to see you all. It's so nice to see family from all over. We are in Shantivan. This year we're not celebrating Diwali. We are doing just offering bhog and meditation, but not big celebration or any lights. No. Brother, they were very popular. Not only Divine Family, but even in the town. Because he tried to help anyone who came, whether servants or outside public. I hear so many little stories of his help. But one of the important thing is listening to everyone. What their problem is, what their difficulty is, what is their trouble. So everyone used to feel there is someone they can tell their internal troubles. That was great service. the relationship, which is very altruistic, very pure, just sympathy, lot of love, and then little needs which they have are also fulfilled. Right? So because of that, when he left body, many were standing on the road with the garlands. So in respect for him, we are not celebrating. Even he will be happy if we celebrate, because he always loved us to be happy also. So celebration is minimum. But still, there is lot of enthusiasm, lot of love. So the Avyakti signal for today, watch the gates of Maya. We have become conquerors of Maya, right? They say if you conquer Maya, you conquer the whole world. So in so many forms, Maya will come. Basically, we know that there are 5 vices. Until end, you don't know what kind of desires can emerge. So they say, hear no evil, see no evil, do no evil. But most important is think no evil. Right? So the main gates of Maya are actually our eyes, our ear, our mouth. We see things, it could disturb us, attract us, upset us. Right? Same with listening. These days we have to be detached observer. Because everyone has one's own side of story. You have to listen to the whole story. And basically, when people have greed or self-interest, then they create stories. And then describing those stories. Lot of wasteful thinking, wasteful speaking. So Baba is saying that just as you keep watch on the gates, in the same way, you also have to watch the gates of Maya so that no devilish sanskars or thoughts enter. No matter what type of souls comes in front of you, he will be liberated from devilish sanskars and wasteful thoughts. When you do this type of service, revelation will take place. Any kind of conflict, any kind of dispute, difference of opinion, and creating some confusion, it doesn't reveal Baba, right? It doesn't glorify Baba. Understanding, love for each other, good wishes for each other, not to go against anyone. Baba heals us, cures us through his spiritual love. Love can bring transformation. So as much we receive love from Baba, even we know that there are laws and there is rules and regulations, but they also have to be applied with love. Because we could create a lot of karmas by proving what others did wrong. Right? But how do we help others? What Baba did, what Dadis did, we cannot adopt to Lokik ways. We adopt to what Baba gave spiritual love, lot of spiritual knowledge, sharing of spiritual knowledge with each other, use many different ways to help other souls. That's something I cannot take the methods to take care and cooperate in the way Baba didn't do. What Baba did, I have to do same. What Dadis did, I have to do same. Because then I'm sure I'm not creating any karmic accounts. So that is what we have to do. Baba says, close or watch the gates of Maya. Who is coming in and who is going out? In terms of thoughts first. And then, of course, words, attitude. But not allow Maya to enter. Right? Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Good morning, Avyakti Parivar. And this morning, it's a very interesting Avyakti signal, the gates of Maya. And we know of the story of Sita, and her gates to Maya that deceived her was what she saw, and then what she heard, and then the inability to recognize or to discern. So you also said that the eye, the ear, and the mouth. And I think these were the three things that deceived her. And let's take up the eye. She saw something that wasn't real and she wanted it. She saw all that glitters isn't gold. She saw a golden deer that wasn't golden, but she wanted that golden deer. So as a Brahmin, Baba calls us Sitas. Rama has come to liberate all his Sitas. So the soul being Sita, what is the subtle thing? What is the subtle aspect that deceives the soul through the eyes, through sight?
It could be greed, it could be attachment. You know, sometimes greed is not visible. It's very subtle. You like something and you want to get it, even at the cost of getting separate from your partner, your company. Otherwise, to be with Rama and his company and his protection is more important than a deer, right? But she made a choice where deer was more loving and important. So it's really such a good lesson for all of us. Whether it's a material thing or a human being. We should be very, very careful. because all these things could deceive us. Even the company, that, oh, this person loves me very much, so I need to be with that person. And it deceives, right? So attraction, desire of any kind. And why this show dear? Because of the mirage too, no? They show that deer, when he's thirsty, keeps running, looking at the golden, is with the light of the sun. The sand was like appearing like water. And she keep chasing. So same could be any desire, any attraction can make us really go away very, very far from God. So that is why just have some love, company of just one. So simplicity is very important. And in Iron Age, to have desire of any kind could be deceiving. So we have to be careful.
I see with these physical eyes, but I also see with my third eye. And so if I am looking through the physical eyes at the material world without allowing the third eye to see through the spiritual world, and by that I mean that the intellect could either be connected to the material world, I'm seeing the deer, or the intellect could be connected to the knowledge Baba has given me, the teachings Baba has given me. But I think there's something further that the eye of the intellect has to be connected to, according to what you're saying, and that is to Rama, to God. So sometimes we could still be connected to what Baba said. Baba said this, Baba said that. And I'm still convincing myself, I want what these physical eyes are seeing in the material world. So what I'm hearing from you, it's not enough to just connect to what Baba said, but it's more important to connect to who Baba is, to connect to Baba himself. And then that will subtly, I will be able to discern that deer, and they're very beautiful. You see them all the time at Peace Village, and they're magnetic animals. They kind of draw you to them because they're so beautiful. But Baba, not just Baba's teachings, but Baba will protect me in a subtle way from that deception. And many of us just connect to the knowledge, but not to Baba. Is it true?
There is possibility, because some people just take whatever they take through the intellect, but not from the heart, right? When heart is with something, then you don't give up, you don't separate. But if just the intellect, then there is always possibility that you make a different choice and you say, I rather have that than what I am holding on to. I think especially when it comes to our connection with God or love for God, it has to be just one. Really, we cannot just, like these days, no people, they have lot of material attachment, but they worship God. They worship all the time, and they are good devotees. But it's like they want to hold Maya and God both. You know, it's possible to have a comfortable life or even luxurious life. But then if there is attachment all the time, desires to possess them, then your intellect, your yoga of intellect, your love from the heart cannot be with God. Or with the knowledge, you also understand you could be trustee, you could be a detached observer, and still like have both, you know. I know some of the Raj yogis, until the last minute, last day, they kept their life of Raj yogi, but also they lived with their whole family, doing everything in a very natural way. So they understand that they have to live as a lotus flower, or they have to live detached and still be loving. So they can do both actually. But it's not a greed or attraction. It's something very natural. That they have love for children, grandchildren. But nothing really comes in between Baba and the soul. Even while doing everything, they are really more as observers. And so I think it's just recognition of God. When there is recognition, like I see my eternal relationship with God all the time. But that's what whom I belong to. So nothing can separate us. Or our desires cannot, separate us from God.
That's a beautiful moral, that living in the world as a human being, becoming a deity, I could admire, I could even enjoy, I can be, looking at something, but be as a detached observer, and I could love it and I could admire it. But the moment I want to possess it, I'm deceived. The moment that desire enters, I want it. And then the other thought, I want it because I need it. It deceives me. And I like that. Do not want to possess things, just admire it and be detached from it and let the love flow for whatever it is I'm admiring, but don't want to possess it, because that is where the deception is. And she wanted that deer. She wanted it for her own self. So there should be no selfish interests, and just admire things for what they are. And that, I think, is what a trustee is. A trustee isn't leaving all your children and going away, or leaving all your possessions and throwing them into, a misuse of sorts. But it is not to possess, to be a trustee, but to enjoy it. And I think that's the moral of the gate, not going through that gate of being deceived by sight. But let's take up hearing. She also heard the voice of Rama as though he was being killed. She thought he was injured. But that sound, when the soul, how do I make sure that the sound that I hear is not deceiving me? Because that's another subtle thing, that when I hear something, how do I hear it? And what is it saying to me? What is the meaning of it? And how do you get deceived by what you hear?
Yeah, it's something very powerful. See, that is what they show, that when there is devil or Maya, they can change their voice and change even their face. Many, many examples are given. Yeah, that's true. How do I know that this sound is not of God, but is of devil? See, again, not being very quickly be very pleased or happy with something which is sweet, or, like when you are detached observer, then internally you know something which is artificial or real. I'm trying to think about some of the examples, but
I have an example. Many people are saying today, Baba is coming through me.
Mm.
Baba is speaking through me. I'm Baba's new instrument. But there was a sound from Brahma Baba that all of you would have heard from Sakar Baba. And there was a sound from Dadi Gulzar, when Baba used her body, that you recognize from that sound that this was Baba. But there are other sounds, but you're not connecting to the sound as though it is Baba. So for me, that's the subtle thing that perhaps I am looking at now. There is a sound that connects me to God. It's not just words. It is not just a human form, but it's a sound. And I must be, if I'm in tune with Baba, that sound will keep me safe.
Mhm.
Is that also one of the
because
ways?
these days, like some, they are speaking exactly same sound, exactly same. And then they say that this sound is real because nobody can create like that. So sound, it could be the face, it could be, real. It could be, it's not real, it's artificial. But I think that the relationship, when you hear your own father calling you or someone calling, even if it's same sound, there will not be the feeling of love.
Right.
Because if it is sound of your mother or your sister, it will touch you. It's not just the sound, it's the vibrations in the sound. So I think we have to be very, very careful these days not to be just impressed by the words or the sound, but that feeling should be there, right, of relationship. When there is feeling, then you won't be deceived. I remember that one of the things what I recognized was Baba Drishti. Drishti through Sakar Baba, Drishti through Dadi Gulzar. Within a second, oh, it's the same father, same Drishti, same love. So nor it was sound, nor it was, but it's the feeling of that he's my father.
Relationship.
Recognition. That really, as soon as I first time met Avyag Baba, I said, oh, he is my Baba. It's just Drishti. It was very important.
So that's a major thing right now, I think, in our lives, in Brahmin lives, is not to be deceived by the sound of a voice, but to have that recognition from the heart when I hear the sound. Is this Baba? And is it Baba speaking to me? And the last one, the final, is on Sundays, in Sunday's Murli, Baba was talking about love and law. And he says that it's fine to apply the law, but the law in and of itself is love. Now, with Sita, Lakshman drew this rekha, he drew this boundary line and said to her, do not cross this line. And she crossed the line. Now that line was the line of law. And he put that line because of his love for her, because of his love for his brother. But yet, she didn't she crossed that line. She didn't recognize it as a law that was protecting her because of the love. And so in crossing the line, of course, she was kidnapped and the rest is history. But why do we cross the line so readily of Srimat or cross the line of the Maryadas? And we sometimes do it thinking that, oh, we're doing it because of my love, of the respect I have for the other. So the respect for the sadhu means that I cross that line, because if I don't, it would be disrespect. So do you think crossing the line of the Maryadas or the Srimat is due to my misunderstanding of respect, due to my deeper sense of wanting to honor another, but being deceived? It's got to do with honor and respect, I think, to cross the line of Maryadas. It's not so easy to do it otherwise.
Baba always says that even if soul is becoming pure, but elements are still impure. So that is why there are maryadas. What is there to touch? What is there to be together? What, we kind of keep saying, nothing wrong in this, nothing. And then gradually, Maya pulls us. And then we do things which are considered, she thought, I'm doing charity, by giving something to this saint. So Maya also appears sometimes in a very saintly way. I think we have to be smart, we have to be clever. It's good we bringing this topic because a lot is happening these days of temptation and desire and getting something, and basically it's desire, right? And that's why I was saying that we should be free from desire. Yeah, it's recognition of what is tempting but could be deceiving, even if I get it. It's very important.
What do you think for a Brahmin in today's world, it's the one thing that we will be tempted by and we will cross the line? Is there a specific temptation that we are having to face in these days?
Whatever is Shrimat, Maryadas, we should completely follow. Because sometimes in name of service, sometimes it is name of other things, we start crossing the boundary. That we should never do. Be careful about food, be careful about conversations. I remember once Tari Janki said, if you have friendship, and when you start talking about everything, you know that that friendship also could be deceiving because you are opening heart and then you are saying things for others, and so my maryada is being broken. So we have to be careful. It's good we bringing this topic because I feel at this time, as Baba is saying, what's the door of Maya? That's something very important.
And don't stretch the line, because sometimes before we cross it, we stretch it. So we say, okay, let's take it a little bit further. Before you know it, you step over the line. So also don't let someone convince you that breaking the Maryada at any level is fine. That's like stretching the line, because ultimately you're going to do that action and you're going to step over the line. And then we call on Baba's love. I think the first thing that happens when you stretch the line and cross it is you stop receiving Baba's love. It's not that he stops giving it to you, but you stop receiving it. And I think that's the worst thing that could happen to us.
It's a kind of lack of contentment. When you don't have, you have still desires. So you follow those desires. And then we are deceived.
Joy Vyakti Parivar, wasn't that beautiful? So I think to get, yeah, I can see you. So so we don't get out of those gates, we stay behind the gates, don't open those gates to Maya. The one word Sister Mohini is asking us to look at is our desires. So, Om Shanti. Thank you, Sister Mohini. That was beautiful.
Om Shanti, thank you. So tomorrow is Thursday and I was scheduled from Amritwila 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. Tomorrow, Double Foreigners Madhuban online program will be starting our second meeting of Bapdada. So the topic will be True Power in Times of Crisis to Protect the Self and Serve Others. That will be by Sister Sharona. So we'll connect to this Madhuban online program at 8:30 a.m. And then evening, 5 to 6 p.m. English Sakar Murli together with that Avikti Children Murli class, 5 to 5:15 p.m. in breakout room, 6 o'clock Bhatti will start, followed by book offering. And then Hindi series and English series, just to let you all know that Friday is Diwali here. And there will be a bhog offering. So Mohini Didi will be offering bhog in Shantivan for Diwali. So we will be at that time there. It will be night time, but in a Vyakti Parivar, we will show and also share the book message. But that will be Friday. So main Diwali is on Friday. So we request everyone, you can bring your one diya on Friday evening. We can light together. So now let's remember Baba and take drishti from Didi.
ज्योति सा बिंदु मन को लुभाए, मन को लुभाए। ज्योति सा बिंदु मन को लुभाए, चम चम चमके ब्रह्मा के तन में, जैसे अंधेरे में मणि जगमगाए, मणि जगमगाए। ज्योति सा बिंदु उनके रूप को देख के दिल को राहत मिले, उनको पाकर के जन्मों की चाहत मिटे। देखे जो उनको एक नजर से, देखे जो उनको प्रीत वो लेता हर दिल का मीत करता उनसे प्रीत तो बदले उसका नसीब बनाता है जीवन को दिव्य सदर्पण बनाता है जीवन को दिव्य सदर्पण उजला जैसे कमल मुस्कुराए ज्योति सा बिंदु मन को लुभाए चम चम चमके ब्रह्मा के तन में जैसे अंधेरे में मणि जगमगाए मणि जगमगाए मणि जगमगाए मणि जगमगाए
Om Shanti, Om Shanti.